Good morning, everyone. Again, I'm running late on providing a new tutorial video. I've had some issues with my technology. I thought last time I might try recording the tutorial on my phone, and it worked, and the lighting was a lot better, but I couldn't upload it to YouTube. My phone started acting like it was demonically possessed. It kept shutting itself down all the time. So eventually I just had to delete the video and we'll start again. I'm actually going to flick the light on because I think that might help the lighting situation. So just bear with me for 1 second. Yep, I'm pretty sure that does help a bit. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything. Now, my makeup look today, when I opened up my palette, because I get my girls to choose surprise makeup looks for me, and so they put a little piece of paper in the day's palette, and then on the day it's like a surprise what I'm doing. So when I opened up yesterday's palette, well, I opened up today's palette yesterday, there wasn't a piece of paper in there. So I thought, okay, that's free choice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat the failed video attempt today, and then I might just chuck another little tutorial on YouTube tomorrow. So what we're going to do today, I don't know if this is the technical proper name for it, but this is just what I call it. We are going to do a hooked eyeliner look with eyeshadow. Now, what I mean by hooked eyeliner is normally your eyeliner would just sit along there, but it comes right up here in a little hook. So we're going to do that. And I'm really excited because I'm using a brand new palette that I just got out of one of the Christmas collections that I've never used before, which is pretty exciting. Just going to move a couple of things around on the table here because my elbow keeps hitting things and I feel like I'm like this. Okay, I think I've grabbed everything that I need. If I haven't, well, we'll just deal with that later. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it a little bit more light and perspective. So what I'm going to use today is one of the Revolution Beauty, I think it's actually I Heart Revolution, and it's one of the mini chocolate palettes. It's a special one for Christmas they don't normally have in their range. This one is called the Raspberry and White Chocolate palette. So really cute. And the colours are really, really pretty. So this hooked eyeliner look is very, very easy. There's no complicated cutting the crease or anything like that. You're literally just brushing eyeshadow into a different shape to what you normally would. So it looks really complicated and hard, but let me tell you, it's not, because I've only done it probably maybe 2 times before. It is really easy. So as you can see, I've got a little tub next to me here with everything that I think I need in it. So I'll show you those as we get going. So as you can see, I've mapped up where I want my eyebrows to go later. And I've put on eye primer, but that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do next is, because we want that really crisp eyeliner line, we're going to tape up. So again, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I don't use any sort of special makeup specialized tape. It's literally just craft tape from Kmart. I find this tape is really, really easy to use because it's not porous. You know, like those paper type tapes like masking tape and that medical tape. I find with those that, especially with liquid eyeliner and stuff like that, it tends to bleed through the paper and also underneath. So with this one, because it's a little bit plasticky, there we go, third time lucky, it doesn't tend to do that. So what we're going to do, I'm just having a look at my eye shape and see how we've got that line that goes like that with my brow bone. That's going to be our shape. So I'm going to place the tape just underneath that and angle it up so that it almost meets the end of my eyebrow there. Sorry, I've just got, like, I did my skincare this morning and now I feel like I've got little hairs and stuff stuck to my face. Now let's have a look at this line. It's going up there, you can see it. Let's see if I can get this on the correct angle. That looks pretty good. Alright, so when we do that eyeliner shape, we're going to have a couple of void areas on the eyelid. So all of this part in here is going to be a void area, meaning that there's no, well, there's pretty much no eyeshadow there. And again, up here above where we do the hooked eyeliner design. So what I'm going to do, because I've put on eye primer, usually with cream products, we always set them with a powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose one of the really light shimmer shades in the palette, and I'm just going to brush it over the whole lid just to set that primer, and also it's just a base for everything else. And because we've got those void areas, it will just provide like a little bit of interest there, because it'll just be like a little bit of shimmer. So I'm going to go with this colour here because it's the lightest and most neutral, and I've just got a soft flat eyeshadow brush. So I'm just going to lightly brush. That's lighting's really good actually. I'm just going to lightly brush it over the whole lid. I'm just starting in the brow bone area and take it all the way down to that tape. Ow, just hit my elbow. I actually smashed a bottle of pasta sauce almost on top of my foot last night when I was cooking, so that was a bit of a scary experience. I'll have to make sure I sweep the kitchen floor today because there's probably little slivers of glass everywhere. I did get one in my foot last night, but like it didn't go all the way in. It was kind of just sticking there. There was no blood or anything like that, so it was pretty good that it didn't go right in. So I'll just have to be aware of that and make sure I get the kitchen floor swept today, because I don't want anyone ending up with glass in their foot. And I really don't want any of the pets stepping on any of it either. So as you can see, it's just giving a nice shimmer to the whole lid. Whoops, nearly forgot that bit. Right down there. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick look just to make sure everything's even. And there's a big fingerprint mark on my mirror, so I can't really see very well. That colour is actually really, really pretty. I'm just going to pop a little more here because it looked a bit sparse just there. I really love this colour. It's amazing. So I'm just going to do the same with this side. Taking it right to the edge. Now, it doesn't matter if you get it in that face area. I personally like a really big eye look, but if you don't, well, after I do my eyeshadow, I'll be doing like my foundation and everything, so that'll get covered. So if you don't like a huge, big, winged eye look like I do, you can cover it up afterwards with your eyeshadow and stuff like that. Just going right down the side of the nose there. Because again, that can get covered with foundation. Now I'm just going to check that it's even. A little bit more on this side. Especially concentrating on that brow bone there, because we want that to highlight and we want shimmer under there. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So now we're going to start placing colours. Now I'm going to have to take a breath and try and practice restraint here, because there's so many nice colours in here. I just want to use everything. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes I need to take a breath and pull back and know that, you know what, you can use those next time. So I'm thinking that I might use maybe 3 colours, because it's always really good to use odd numbers of things, because it's more aesthetically and visually pleasing. So at the moment, and considering what I'm wearing today, I'm thinking of doing like a pink, a red, and a burgundy. So starting off with that colour there, because you always start with your lightest colour, then this red here, and then that burgundy there. Now, just need to have a think here how I'm going to plan my plan of attack for this. Okay, now what have we got here? Oh, excellent. Exactly what I was hoping for. So I've got an angled liner brush, or an eyebrow brush, or this one's actually called a slanted brush. Now when we're doing anything like eyeliner or brows or anything like that, we want this type of brush, because then it gives you that nice thin like flick at the end. So because we're using the eyeshadow as an eyeliner, that's what we want. So I'm thinking, yep, I'll start off with my lightest colour, and that's that rosy pink colour. Just tapping off the excess. Now, where that shape was before, we're going to follow that shape, but I'm actually going to start in the middle and pull it back towards this way, because once we've done this one, we're going to start layering the darker colours over the top. So this is not really that easy in the camera. Wonder if I can do it in the mirror. Anyway, so I'm almost drawing like an outline with the eyeshadow, if that makes sense. And you can't really see it just yet. I just need to get a bit more on there. I'm just going to have a look in the mirror. Little bit worried that this colour's going to be too light. Might have to change tactics. I'll just layer a little bit more and see what happens, because you never know, it might be alright. Yeah, actually, as I'm getting more colour on there, I can see it. It's a little bit hard on the camera, but I'll just layer a fair bit on there and we'll see how we go. So as you can see, I'm just kind of like brushing it back towards the tape. Oh, now we're starting to cook with gas. I'm starting to see a bit more colour. Now, I don't know whether you can see that very well, but see that like shimmery line that kind of starts there? That's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause for a second and place it on the other eye, and then we'll come back and do the darker colour. Okay guys, so I've just gone ahead and done the other eye, and as you can see, it's a bit more visible now. I actually layered some of the matte shade over the top of the shimmer shade. I think I might do that with the others as well, just so that it gives it that little bit of pop. And I'm kind of thinking also that maybe later I might add some glitter, but I haven't decided yet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go in with our red shimmer, and we're going to continue from about the middle, and we're just going to keep pulling back towards the tape. Now obviously, because it's a darker colour, this one is a bit more visible. Just trying to get that nice curve on it as well. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick check in the mirror to see if we're where we need to be. Okay, so this one's looking a little tiny bit invisible as well. So I'm just going to layer over the top the red matte shade, and I'll do that on camera so that you can see what I mean. It just makes it a lot more visible. See what I mean? And I just put a little bit more of the shimmer, the red shimmer, over the top. Not really sure where I'm going to go with the glitter, because I don't actually have a red glitter. So that's going to be a bit challenging, but we'll find something. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side off camera, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so we've got both eyes done now, and I've just seen a little chink in that one there. Let's just straighten that up. That's better. Now we're going to pop in the burgundy, but before I do that, I just want to mention how you kind of blur the colours into each other. So as you know, before I added some matte shade just to make the eyeshadow more visible, basically I'm just taking a little bit of the shimmer shade in the same colour, and I'm just running it across and into the next colour, and I'm just brushing it across where the two colours join. And I'm just going to do that on the other side as well. And that kind of blurs them in together, like there's not a definite line where the two colours join up, if you know what I mean. I'll just come a bit closer so you can see. And now I'm just grabbing the red, the darker shimmer shade, and I'm going to do the same thing. But I'm kind of not using much pressure, and I'm kind of pulling it back. Okay, so this is where the eyeliner bit comes into play, because we're going to place the darkest colour along that lash line and right up to meet the other colours. So I don't know whether we'll have to supplement this colour with the matte shade, but we'll just see how we go. So I'm just going to start at the corner of my lash line there. No, I don't think we'll have to. That one's pretty visible, isn't it? and I'm just running it up to meet the red. And then I'm just running it along my lash line, and I'm actually like starting it where my lashes kind of finish. And just pulling it backwards all the time just till it meets the other colour that we've placed. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create that slant that the eyeliner wings have. So we're going to start just here where those lashes end, and we're just going to start angling it up like so. And it's making the line thicker. And then it meets that red part. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fill that in with the burgundy, and we may need to put a little bit of matte shade in there because it could do with a little bit of intensity, but we'll see. And just continue layering the colour until you get the thickness of the line that you would like and also the intensity of the colour. I'm just going to put a little more. And I'm already getting lipstick vibes for later, like I'm thinking of doing like a burgundy colour like that one there. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of dark enough, isn't it? I think if I just keep layering it on a little bit, it'll be fine. Someone's beeping their horn outside, thank you very much. Alright, so that's what you should have. So what I'm going to do later on is I'm going to actually put some glitter along there and actually like sparkle it up. So I'm just going to go off camera and do the other side with the burgundy, and then we'll come back and we'll do some glitter. Okay, so as you can see, I've finished the lines off camera. So now we're going to go ahead and place some glitter. This is just a standard glitter glue you can get from anywhere, chemist, pharmacy, you know, and I've just got a little Q-tip because I want to place the glitter right along that line and nowhere else. So I'm going to need precision. You can buy these little makeup Q-tips and they're actually pointed. Oh, Marilee, you might need a mirror. Silly. So I'm just dabbing it over where the pink eyeshadow is. I'm dabbing it because from past disastrous experience, I know that if you try to pull the glue along the eyeshadow colour, it will almost kind of like pull it off. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to use this neon pink colour for that bit there, and I'm just pouring a little bit out on the table. And I'll pop the lid back on so I don't lose any of it. I'm just going to use like a small smudging brush just to press the glitter into the glue. So I've just picked up the glitter on my brush like that. And I'm just going to press it over the top. Can't really see it, but I can assure you it's there. And I'll just keep pressing it over where the pink eyeshadow is, and it's just to add a little bit of like sparkle. You can kind of see it just twinkling away there. And the other side, a little bit more. I think that's enough. So we're just going to go back in with our Q-tip, and we're just going to press the glue into the red area. Now I'm at a loss as to what to do for this one because, as I said earlier, I don't own a red glitter. So there's that. But I did grab this glitter palette earlier, and there's like a reddy green in there, which I think I'll use, because if you remember, there's like a light green shimmer shade in the palette, so that will fit in with our colour profile. Now this is not a powder glitter like the other one, this is actually a pressed cream glitter. So usually you don't need glue with this because it's self-sticking, but I'll just do it anyway, just so everything stays in place really nicely. And we're just taking it right to that end, and I'll just check in the mirror. That everything's even. The good thing about this cream pressed glitter is the more you put on, the better it looks, because it kind of sticks to itself, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other side. I'll have to get onto that. I really do need a red glitter. And we've got a little bit of fallout with this glitter on the eyelid. So at the other end of my Q-tip, there's like a flat one. I'm just going to kind of run it along that edge and just pick up the bits of glitter that have fallen down. Okay, that one can go over there now. Now we're going to do the burgundy. And I'm just going to press it on like we did before. Okay. Now, which one would we like to do this one? This one's like a really deep magenta, but it's closest to the burgundy colour. Oh, hello, that was a lot of glitter. I just nearly poured out half the jar. That was a bit, I got a bit overexcited, I think. So now we're just pressing it along that eyeliner bit. And I'm not going to use too much of this glitter because it's kind of a little bit different to the colour that we've used. And I don't want it to take over what we've done, if that makes sense. And because with our colour profile, there was that mint green shade that we haven't used, I really want to keep that. So in a moment, we're just going to lightly place a sprinkling of green glitter in that void area. I'm just going to get rid of that burger. I just died. Did you hear that huge bang? I don't even know what that was. Okay, so I'm just pressing it lightly around here because I don't want to place too much glitter because I don't want it to take over the whole look. Just a little. Now, what I'm actually going to use this time, it's kind of like a rubber glitter spatula. And it kind of picks up the glitter from like static electricity, I think. And I'm just going to use this multi-reflective glitter that's slightly bigger than the fine glitter I was using before. Can't get the lid off. And I'm only pouring out a tiny amount because I really don't want to overload. So I'm just like kind of stirring it around, trying to distribute it a bit so I don't get too much at the one time. And I'm just like press, 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 and I don't want to overload with that colour. And even that's enough. Like, I can see that it's enough. We don't need any more. We just want that hint of green. Yep, that's it. So, what we've got, oh my God, I've got it everywhere. It's all over me. Now, so we've got that glittery line and we've got a little bit of shimmer and shine in the middle. Now, this is where the magic happens. This is one of my favourite bits, when you pull off that tape and you can see that really nice crisp line that you've made. See what I mean? Love it. And then this one, absolutely amazing. So there you have it. You've got your hooked eyeliner using eyeshadow. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and I'm going to put on the rest of my face. I will do another tutorial in the next couple of days, so watch out for that. And I will try and upload some thumbnails onto the videos so you can see what the finished look was like. So have a great day everyone, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.